This is Kai Cenat Streamer University that millions of people applied to, but only 120 made it in. I was one of the millions that got rejected, but as a response, I built my own university where instead of teaching people how to become the best streamers, we taught people how to become the worst streamers possible. I'm talking teaching people how to start drama, clip farm, have lazy reactions, and even more. And this little project I started went farther than I ever thought it would, with me even meeting Kai Cenat face to face, and the interaction was not what I expected. But I know you might be wondering a couple of things. How did I go from creating my own parody version of Kai Cenat's University to actually meeting him face to face? And more importantly, why would I create something like this? Well, once Kai Cenat announced the 120 people who made it into Streamer University, millions of people who applied felt rejected and ignored. Someone needed to take a stand to create a place for these forgotten streamers, while trolling Kai Cenat a little bit in the process. And that someone was me. My goal was to create a parody version of Kai Cenat Streamer University at the same time as Kai Cenat Streamer University that was so unforgettable that Kai would have to stop what he's doing and check us out. I know it's a little bit crazy for a 5'8" Indian boy with 15,000 subscribers to compete against the biggest streamer in the world, but I had to try. The next step was the plan, and the first thing we had to do was come up with a name. We all got rejected, so Reject University fit pretty well. Now, each day of this 10-day streamathon had a plan and purpose to help you become the worst streamer of all time. We started by teaching people how to react to content lazily, start drama, and clip farm to get more views. And I must say, we do a great job at sucking. Wait, Men in Black right there, you didn't see anything, just move on to the clips.
Clip farming 101. What is clip farming? Let's watch an example of clip farming. So this is a clip farming method of repeating the same thing. Put the fries in the bag, put the fries in the bag, put the fries in the bag, Indian boy.
Kid Rohan. Kid Rohan. Kid Rohan. What is reacting? Let's watch a master at work. Did you just see that? You saw nothing, right? Exactly. What if this happens? What is drama? Streamers can use drama to increase their following. Let's see an example.
I am still honk Mr. Crash. I don't give a fuck. Fuck everybody. Yes, everything, nigga.
Every time you get on stream, buddy, you get off stream, if you know what I mean. Why is this happening, bro? You have 10 people who watch you, and now those same hands are on your face or down to the bottom. I guess those hands started from the bottom, ended up on the top just like Drake did. Why are the hands covering your face again? Are you trying to give yourself extra white on your eyes so you can get 20/30 vision? Now you're putting your hand on your chin, okay? Scrapping that beard, because you know what they say with people with beards. That's not the only brown that has entered your face from the bottom before. First few days were going well, but we didn't get Kai Cenat to notice us. So we had to turn it up a notch. Now, because Kai Cenat only had a couple days of Streamer University left, I had to make a few changes very fast. First, I started accepting people into frats and Reject University, so we finally had students. Second, I recruited a few professors to help us teach the lessons. And also, the content got more unhinged with me teaching people how to riz badly, have bad streamer hygiene, and even do apology videos for getting canceled. And all of that together created this.
We're the professors of Reject Uni. To get a girl to fall for you, you should push her down the stairs.
That is not good riz at all. No! It's also illegal and completely unacceptable.
Welcome to Reject Uni. Say to Shorty, hello, you look like an absolute fine shit. And I could really see you being the ideal huz. For me, your husband. I'd love to be your husband.
Hello, Duke.
He closes the gap between you two and pins you against the wall. He looks down at you, his smirk growing more sinister.
What? Here's an example of streamer hygiene. Asmongold. You might not know Asmongold if you don't know Asmongold. Asmongold is a streamer. You don't need to know much about him, other than this is his room. Look at the art of this piece. People think, oh my God, it's just a messy room, but there's an art to it. Look at all the cups being styrofoam specifically. Let's focus on that. That is all. Mugs, Dr. Pepper variations, specifically sodas, and then styrofoam cups from the same places.
Messy as shit. I got the Fortnite comforter with the Spider-Man sheets.
I don't beat my kids. I don't beat my kids. No matter how much mad I get, I don't beat my kids. Do not touch kids! Do not touch kids! I did like the idea of beating your kids. Like, not like, wait, let me backtrack. Now, unfortunately, after a 10-day streamathon of hard work, getting professors, students, and everyone together for one mission, we did not reach Kai Cenat. Honestly, I don't even think Kai Cenat knew who we were, and that kind of bummed me out because I worked so hard to put everything together with that goal in mind, and it was not achieved. I felt helpless and confused on what lesson to take away from this, but that all changed when my friend sent me a message on Discord. The message was about Dreamcon. Now, if you don't know what Dreamcon is, it is an event every single year where a bunch of big celebrities and streamers get together to connect, network, and have fun. But this Dreamcon event was happening next week, and it was only a couple hours away from me. And when I looked at the list of who was gonna be there, guess who I found? Yes, Kai Cenat. The whole reason Reject University exists is because of Kai Cenat, and now I have the chance to finally meet him. Not only was Kai Cenat, the principal of Streamer University, going to be there, but also some of the professors who taught there and the students who attended. This was the perfect place for me to go to promote Reject University. But the problem is tickets were completely sold out as of December of last year. There was no way I was going to get to meet Kai Cenat unless I use handy-dandy Reddit. So I start searching and searching and searching through Reddit, and it feels like there's no hope until the day before the event where I find someone willing to give a ticket away. We agreed on a price, and now it was all in my hands. I remember sitting there on that Thursday night, wondering if I should make this decision or not. My choices were either to fly home to California on the ticket I already booked for the next day, or cancel that flight, book hotels, and book a bus to Houston to go to Dreamcon. This is all the day before the event. Part of me was really scared that Dreamcon would end up being nothing, but a little part of me was excited about the possibility of what could happen. So I listened to that little voice of mine and canceled that flight, booked the hotels, and booked the bus to Houston. Now, walking into Dreamcon that next day, I had three main goals. 1, meet the students who attended Streamer University and get them to co-sign Reject University. 2, get some of the professors to co-sign Reject University. And 3, get Kai Cenat to co-sign Reject University. And within a couple of hours of being there, I ran into some of the students at Streamer University, and here's what happened. I was wondering if you could just say anything about Reject University.
Shout out to Reject University. I wish you all well.
Hey, shout out Reject University. I'm about to start my own university, Fumble University, for all the streamers that fumbled during Streamer University. I'm starting up a new one.
Now, I was ecstatic at this point because within a couple of hours, we already achieved goal 1 of this whole program. We met some of the students and they approved of what we were doing. But before I could even process that, I heard a bunch of rumbling. I'm talking crowds of people all heading towards one direction. And I was wondering what it was for. When I saw where they were heading, it was an auditorium, but when I went inside the auditorium, I saw something I never thought I would see. All of the biggest Twitch streamers playing volleyball together, right in front of me. Now, I had a choice to make right here. Either sit and watch the volleyball game like a normal person, or go up to the celebrities and try to ask them about Reject University like a crazy person. Based on everything you've seen from this video, do I look more like a normal person or a crazy person? Exactly. So I slowly walked to the center of the game and no one stopped me. But while I was on my way to talk to some of the streamers, I ran into someone I never thought I would see.
What the fuck?
Are you busy right now?
No. Make sure you're financially stable and don't quit your job for streaming.
Yeah. And then, before I knew it, I was talking to more celebrities than I could imagine.
I started my own university called Reject University because I got rejected from Streaming University. You got any advice for Reject University?
A Reject University?
That's the name of it.
And what do y'all
We taught people how to be bad streamers, how to clip farm. We actually taught people how to imitate your reaction. I started a group at Streamer University called Reject University. Like for everyone who got rejected from Streamer University.
Okay.
I just want you to, what do you think about that? That's all.
I don't really have no thoughts, man.
That sounds crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Crazy in a good way or bad way?
I would say good way.
You think for streamers who didn't make it, getting a second chance, it's all positive?
I mean, everybody has a chance. There's not no second chance, right? As long as you're not banned from the platform, you're always good.
That sounds fire. You better do it.
Yeah, bro. Good luck, man.
I didn't actually get to ask RDC anything, but I wrote Indian on my phone, and this reaction was funny.
What are you doing? Hey, shout out my boy.
I was blown away. Within the first day, I not only got opinions from students who went to Streamer University, but also some big celebrities and professors who taught at Streamer University. All that was left was one person. Kai. Wait. Kai, my short twin and M. In order to get the ultimate opinion on Reject University, I needed to talk to the principal of Streamer University himself, Kai Cenat. Now, during the second day of Dreamcon, I learned that Kai Cenat wasn't actually going to be at Dreamcon, but a Dreamcon basketball event off campus. Bad news though, I didn't have tickets and tickets were sold out. But I kid you not, I was just asking around and 20 minutes before the game started, a guy named Kieran just gave his ticket to me because he wasn't going. Because of Kieran's kindness, I was able to go to the basketball game, so shout out to you, Kieran. So I was really excited and I booked an Uber to the off-campus event, and this Uber was the most expensive Uber I think I've ever paid for the small distance allocated. But that specific Uber turned out to be worth it, because in that Uber, I met a guy also going to Dreamcon. That wasn't the only thing we had in common. We also brought bags to the basketball game. What we didn't know, they didn't allow bags at the basketball game, so we ended up getting rejected after taking that $50 Uber to even get there. Now, I was devastated because Kai Cenat was right inside of there, and I couldn't get inside without giving up my bag of precious items. But luckily, the guy who I met in the Uber called his girlfriend, and she ended up picking both of our bags up so we could go inside of the event. And now, I was officially inside the event. 1 hour late, but still there. If it weren't for the two guys that I met through this journey, I would not even be here. And then, I finally saw Kai Cenat sitting courtside. I knew I didn't have much time, so I had to make moves quick. I slowly started walking to the courtside area to get in touch with Kai Cenat, and nobody stopped me. The problem was Kai Cenat was blocked by 3 layers of chairs, so it was impossible for me to get to him. But I could get to the people on the outside. And one of the people I saw on the outside was DDG. If you don't know DDG, he is a famous, talented rapper who recently got under fire for someone not being able to name 5 songs from him. This started a whole hate train of people not being able to name 5 songs by him, so I wanted to go up to him and spread some positivity by showing him some of my favorite songs by him.
Let us feature in Famous Dex, G-O-A-T. Say that again. Let us feature in Famous Dex, G-O-A-T. On My Own is one of my favorites. Rambo, Chi-Chana, like there's so many ones, oh my gosh. And then you have, I'm actually having Stage Fright, that whole album, Trying to Link is a sleeper. I love that album. That album is so good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trying to Link. I don't like when people disrespect artists like that. You worked so hard to pave a way for you two, and for Bruce to do that, I just don't think that's right. So I wanted to. Hey man, fuck Bruce. So you ain't worried about that shit. Appreciate you, brother.
After naming 5 songs by DDG and dapping him up, I felt unstoppable. But it was time for the final mission. While most people were focused on the game, I had my eyes on a different game, getting Kai Cenat's attention. I tried waving my hands around to get his attention, but I just ended up looking stupid and no one noticed. With the game almost over, I started to panic. Maybe this was all for nothing. The flight change that I made, the ticket to Dreamcon, the hotels, the basketball game ticket, the expensive Uber, all of this for nothing? But in that moment, I realized something. This cannot end up being for nothing. Too much has happened in my favor to get to this moment for me to waste it. From the luck of the draw of getting the basketball tickets to even getting in the game, this was my opportunity to take advantage of the opportunity. Somehow I went from making parody streams about Kai Cenat to ending up 20 feet away from him. This cannot be how it ends. If I lose this, I'll never be able to get Reject University the attention it deserved. I waited for the perfect opportunity, and then the game ended. And when basketball games end, people usually storm the court. Luckily, one of those people was Kai Cenat. Basketball in hand, I was ready to take my shot, and this happened.
You inspired me to be short, man. Inspired to be short? Yeah, I'm short, man. What the fuck? No, I'm not joking, dude. Oh, shit, man.
And Kai Cenat rejected me, making me the first person to be rejected by Kai Cenat twice. By the way, before you say I was trying to mess with him, I was not. I'm really inspired by what he's been able to do as a short person. It's been able to help me overcome my insecurities. I just have a habit of saying normal and good things in really bad ways. But Kai Cenat did reject me, which is kind of everything I feared. But surprisingly, I wasn't bummed about it. And I think that's because the true message of Reject University came out. The whole point of Reject University was to prove that no matter how many times you're rejected in life, you can always find a way out and a way to win. I was rejected by Kai Cenat Streamer University, but I created my own Reject University that brought people together. I was technically rejected by Dreamcon, but I still found a way to get a ticket. I wasn't supposed to make the basketball game, but I made it happen. I wasn't supposed to even get inside, but I made it happen. And lastly, I was not supposed to meet Kai Cenat because I got rejected from Streamer University, but I found a way to make it happen. At any step of this journey, I could have just called it quits off that rejection alone, but I didn't. I kept going. And I met Kai Cenat, and he rejected me. But maybe that's the next rejection I need for my next step. And Streamer University might have been what I wanted, but Reject University is what everyone needed. And I only started to realize the true impact of Reject University when I talked to everyone it affected.
Do you approve Reject University?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Reject University gonna be the thing for real.
Reject University is way better. Even to turn this shit up.
Reject University is way better. I'm personally better at rejecting.
I promise y'all, this is a W idea. Because there's a lot of more sleepers in this community. I'm not saying Kai made a mistake, but we got some sleepers, bro. Yo, Reject University, be there for that.
We all relate to the one thing that we all did. There's more to life than just Streamer University. You can do more. Use that as motivation. Use that to propel yourself and get yourself places you want to be.
I did not make Streamer University, but we all the way for Reject University.
Thank you, Reject University, for helping me, you know what I'm saying, have a platform to stand on. I applied for Streamer University.
Only thing that happened to me is my phone number got leaked. I was getting calls and email for like days.
Whatever you're going through in life, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Life is a roller coaster, man. You heard? Without no journey, there's no story. Keep going, keep working. As long as you still got your mind focused on the set goal and you trust and have faith in God, you're good.
And to see everyone like come together and just form these groups and then now come together and make Reject University as a whole, it's freaking awesome.
And it taught me something that I'll never forget. It's better to be rejected for who you are than accepted for who you aren't.
The end product isn't always going to be there immediately. You just got to keep going and you're going to get there.
I think Reject University is the best opportunity for the people who didn't get selected for Streamer University.
Reject University really gives those who are rejected a chance for better, for more. We better than them.
Rejected University. I'm not going to lie. That sounds really lame, bro.
For losers, I'm just kidding. My advice for people who don't, get rejected and shit, there's a lot of people in the world. There's a lot of people in the world, bro. So it's like, just keep going.
If you stopped because the Kai stopped you,
yeah, you're not really for it. We call it Reject University.
So I wanted to get some advice to those streamers who got rejected, man.
Keep going, man. Don't let nobody take your shine away.
Hey, listen, dude, I did not get accepted to the college of my dreams, so I thought it was like done.
Yeah.
But rejection and failure is only when you get knocked down and stay down.
Yeah.
So you're gonna catch those L's to get to that big W. So when you get knocked down, don't stay down. Get back up every time, bro.
Yeah.
Every time. That's it. That's the pathway, the map to the W.
Sometimes you get pushed down, but Reject University is where you're gonna get pushed up, man.
So if rejection ever made you feel like you're not worthy, let this be proof. You never needed their approval to begin with. And most importantly, if you ever are afraid to fall short of expectations, just remember Kai Cenat and I are short, and we're doing pretty well.
I would think, rather than being a Reject University, I see it because you're taking power in rejection.
I want to make people not feel scared of failure, you know?
But I almost think you're limiting yourself. Reject University cannot be better than Streamer University, inherently. Just don't limit yourself to the ceiling of others, though.
I know shawty been my ball like I got you. Shoot my shot 3-point like I got to.